Well, hang on, I got some help for you. This is a composition book, and I'm going to show you what to do with this to make it a little easier to keep track of all this stuff. It's not going to help with the boxes or the excess heat and bond, but it's going to help with all those loose papers on your desk. Just keep watching. First things first, we're going to cover that composition book with some fabric. I'll have a separate video tutorial on that so you guys can follow along. And then we're going to clear off the stuff that the book won't help. The shirt that I've been working on embroidering, we need to move out of the way. Heat and bond. The scissors can go back over by our sewing machine. The glue needs to go out of the way. The batteries don't need to be on my desk, right? They can go somewhere else. Like in the battery box where they belong. I've got rulers, and I kind of have an idea about the rulers and the box. And then I've got all these pieces of paper that they all just have these traced on them. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the rulers. I'm going to put them into my scan and cut. And then I only need one of these pens to write with. I'm going to keep an orange one because I like it. And then we're going to see what all these papers are. I have a pattern, a pattern, a pattern. Oh, a pattern. A pattern. An idea for a pattern. Another pattern. A pineapple block pattern. Y'all see a theme? I print all this stuff and just sit here and go, what in the world? And all of this is just various things I've printed out on the printer. And I don't think any of that has anything to do with sewing. So we're going to send that somewhere else. All these patterns, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture with my phone because I don't have a scanner handy. I'm going to take a picture with my phone and I'm going to upload them into my computer so I can get rid of the papers. And that's where the book starts coming in handy. Now, this one is, look, another notebook paper. This is just a regular old composition book. But this is a trick that I learned. Let's see if I can get you guys down here where you can see what I'm writing. This is something I learned whenever I was working in a legal office. Everything had dates on it for when it was supposed to be done. And I answered a ton of phone calls every day. So what I need to do here, make sure this pen writes, is I'm going to write down today's date. And then I'm going to start moving, all of these notes, and they're written on the back of envelopes. I grab whatever I can find to write things down on. I'm going to write all these notes in here in my notebook. And once I have them in here, then I can come back and cross them off as I have them done. And I only use, when I'm writing in notebooks like this, the front of the page. The back of the page can be for drawings or for notes about things from here. Like if I discover that, let's see, I have notes, can I use my scan and cut to do, and then I have a list of things. If I sit here and start writing those things in, and then I have to start my next day tomorrow, then what I'll do is if there's still something from the scan and cut that there's no room for me to write in here, I can draw a little arrow and then make a note on the back side of the page. That was really helpful when I was answering lots of phone calls, because you might think, okay, you've got everything taken care of for a client today, and then tomorrow they call and add more to whatever the request was, so you always had some space to be able to write down extra notes. So I'm going to do this right now. I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like once I get one page filled out. And it'll be just a minute for you. It's going to take me a little bit longer. Okay, so now I've got everything included in my book. Let me push you back a little bit so you can see. And there will be a video coming out on how to do this if you guys are interested. But what I've done here is I've got a date on the front there. And then I have listed all of the things that are on those envelopes and random pieces of paper. And some of them I still need to put more information underneath, so I've left space for them. Same thing over here. My friend Colleen has come up with a new tag for us, which is hat trick. Anything that Colleen Sews and Chats, Sylvia at UNMeFPP, and I do together, we're going to start putting the tag hat trick on it, and each of us will have a hat trick playlist. Say that 3 times fast, hat trick. Each of us will have a hat trick playlist. So if we've done a collaboration, you can always just enter hat trick and find the videos that are in any of our collaborations. We'll also still have, like now we have the dynamic trio, we've done holiday hops together, etc. Those will also be included in this tag. And then I have marked up here today's date and the page 2 on this. And then I have notes to myself that I want to do ASMR videos and how I'm going to create them. Some Mr. Happy shorts. Some of you may watch those and like them. Embroidery tips and tricks. And then right down here at the bottom of this page, it says scanned and location. And these are the items that are on my desk that I need to take pictures of or scan in. And once I have them taken pictures of and saved to my computer, then I'll go ahead and note where I saved them. And I will tell you that some of these may already be in my computer. So if I find that I've already got, for instance, the penguin coloring page saved in my computer, then I will make myself a note that it's already saved and where it's saved at. Because that penguin coloring page, I believe I got as a free download from someone, and I want to make sure that I give credit if I use that penguin to make a video. So that's my quick down and dirty tutorial for how to organize yourself and get all of those random pieces of paper off your desk. And the great thing about this is, you know, it's not so huge. You can't carry it around, shove it down in your purse, or just carry it in your laptop bag because it's pretty skinny. So that, you know, usually will slide down inside a laptop bag. But you can also, when you're done with them, or right now, you could write the date on the outside and keep them tucked away, like on your desk or somewhere close, so that if you're ever looking for ideas, and who isn't, especially if you're a YouTube creator, you can go back to the thing and you can see where things are. You can look at it and go, you know, I think it was in July and we were talking about doing an ABC project, and I would like to look at the projects from then. So you can go back to your books that are for July, because you could do these month by month. You don't have to do it, you know, like start the date at the middle of the month. But you could go in here and you could look, and then if you're trying to remember where you saved something in your computer, and I know there are search functions in the computer, but I'm the world's worst about putting things in the computer and then going, what did I name that? And I try to keep it simple. So, for example, the penguin coloring page would be named penguin coloring page. But if I got it from someone else, I might not remember that it was from freecoloringpages.com. I don't even know if that's a website, just making up a name. And it may actually come up under freecoloringpages.com in my computer instead of as penguin. So this lets me have a backup so I can go back and find things. Also, if I want to keep track of, like if I've worked on a project today and I bought fabric for that project, or I bought a specific line, I've been using a lot of Stonehenge by Northcott and stuff, and I've been using a lot of CAF facet fabric. Make me say that right, please. I can go back and look and see, where did I get that CAF facet fabric from? I know it came from a subscriber, and I want to make sure that I thank the exact subscriber who gave it to me whenever I put that video up. The same thing with the Northcott from the Stonehenge from Northcott. I want to be able to say, oh, I got this at such and such shop. So those are the kind of things I like to keep track of. All right, so like I said, this will be your best friend, and you can write in it as much as you want, as little as you want. You could do a computerized version of this, but I'm still old school and I still like paper. And the other thing about doing it this way is that I can use my own abbreviations in here. I know about this much shorthand from when I took it back in the 80s and went to secretarial school. So I can use my little bits of shorthand in here to help me go back and find things. You know, I have a shorthand name for Sylvia, for Colleen, for Lori, for the people that I normally collaborate with. And I have shortcut names for certain designers. I love Lori Holt fabric, as you guys all know. I'm kind of leaning, I really like the Stonehenge. And this fabric is, of course, some of that K facet. I don't like all of the patterns. They don't all like, I don't get all of them. But the ones that I have saved out are ones that I really like the look of whenever I was going through the fat quarters that I was gifted. All right, if you like this video, please give me a like and maybe a comment down below if you have ideas for how to use this or other solutions that you use for yourself. And if you really like this and want to see more of my videos, I would appreciate it if you'd give me a subscribe to the channel. You guys have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.